So I'll do the intro and then I'll run off.
All right. Working, going, starting, hitting. There we go.
The following program is intended for mature audiences.
Don't worry, I'm not going to hurt you.
Welcome, human. I am ready for you.
We show onboard computer synchronization.
Roger that.
I have come here to chew bubblegum and kick ass. And I'm all out of bubblegum.
Let's rock! Oh, you're going straight to hell for that one.
That's the fact, Jack!
Back off, man. I'm a scientist.
Is this moron number one? Put moron number two on the phone.
I'm funny how? I mean funny like I'm a clown, I amuse you, I make you laugh. What do you mean funny? Funny how? How am I funny?
I know that, dude.
You're mocking me, aren't you?
Sure. A monkey's
Yeah,
might fly out of my butt.
Uh-oh, my heart just stopped. Ah, there it goes.
What you just played works perfect with this song. Do it.
Boobies!
Oh, yeah.
Boobies!
I like that.
Boobies!
It's good that you're playing this. You notice the shirt.
Boobies!
You are a bad influence.
Oh, I am.
Hence. Anyway, how's everybody doing? Dune and Bob Show. All the way into May. However the hell that happened. I have no idea how that happened, but we made it here. It's one of those things. And right on time, because Damon's happy.
Yeah,
Also.
Sure.
That's right. Good stuff,
Actually-
man.
Actually, I'm too sore.
Too sore.
Yeah, bad
Ooh,
gig last
hashtag no homo, right?
Right.
Okay. Whew. Sorry, I had to, I'm wearing a Tioli shirt,
Oh.
so there's really no telling what's going to come out of my mouth today
Oh, I see.
because
how
of the quote bad influence of Tioli.
Cunt!
Yes,
Cunt!
that's what happens. That's what happened the last time I wore the shirt.
That's
That's it. Okay, we'll pare that down a little bit.
You know, I'm gonna get you our little package momentarily. Okay, I'm just doing
Okay.
some.
Well, I'm looking. I was willing to throw down the bucks.
I did
Yeah.
find it in the YouTube store, but I don't feel like buying a lossy
the funny
version.
thing is,
so,
Ian sent me the direct link, but AOL won't let me copy and paste it. So
Bastards. See?
it's called.
listening,
There it is.
send it to NHB Live.
Now, are you gonna be around, Dame, or you got to leave, or what's up?
No, I'm chilling.
Okay,
It's called.
because
It's called Demand, right?
Yeah, the song's called Demand.
because
All right.
I haven't decided when, but
The thing is, it's not officially for sale.
well, not even that. I mean, when to play the song, what I haven't decided.
Yeah,
I've worked. I was on location this weekend or this week, last week on a oil rig in Michigan, and while I was there in the airport, I actually wrote a song parody. I don't do that normally.
Okay.
And I haven't really worked on it, but I thought I'd do a little live rendition here on the show. I thought that'd be kind of fun. And since you are the subject of the song parody,
Oh God.
it has nothing to do with Little Billy.
Thank you.
Yes. You know, stuff like
That's great.
Because even though I'm wearing the shirt that would scream out, Dune's going to sing about Little Billy, it's not going to happen, so. I suppose I need to get the links out here. I never thought about that. There's been so much going on. I'm just glad to be back, man. I mean, it's been a long. When you're gone all week, it's one of those things you just don't think about it. I mean, I live vicariously through the iPad.
Uh-huh.
You know, I have to do that because that's all. At least I have that though. That's one thing I noticed the whole time I was working on the rig. I never once had to use a pencil or a pen. I used my iPad exclusively, which was kind of cool. This was my first non-laptop excursion, which was kind of cool. That's something different. I don't normally do. I know Johnny's going, how? You can't do
Well, my line of work
I
requires
guess you
more than
probably
an
have to.
iPad.
Probably. But not for me. Well, rig, all you have to do is click yes, no, a couple things like that. But,
when you talk like that, it sounds like the Jetsons. Remember on the Jetsons when
oh yeah, when he said, "Boy, I'm tired because I had to push that on and off button 3 times or something like that."
Exactly.
He comes home and the fingers all messed up. Anyway, for the people listening, if you want to go watch the video feed, which right now all you can see is a dude in a white shirt in a really messy bed.
Yeah.
Don't take that wrong. Don't let the bad influence. What I did is I rediscovered a bunch of clothes that I had out in the shed. I had in those vacuum bags that you see on TV that suck the air out of. I had like probably close to 50 shirts that I'd forgotten about.
Wow.
And I drug them out and got to look at them. This was one of them. I can't believe I
just decided to wear it.
The bad influence Tioli shirt. Yeah, well, to be honest, and I already let this out of the bag with Johnny. I told him, I said, the reason why I hadn't been wearing it, and I did put all these away, was because I couldn't fit into them. There, I said it. That was the problem.
But that was before the Atkins.
That was before that's right, before the meat hit the fan.
Are you having any luck? Because I can email you this song.
Well,
like I said, if you open up the iTunes program, go to store, and do a search for Damon F, it shows right up. I dropped 99 cents.
What? Well, we weren't announcing that, but
nobody heard. Nobody's listening anyway.
What
we get 5 listeners these days. So.
When you say it's on iTunes, what the hell do you think that means? I was just spelling out the obvious. Of what we already said.
Damon, I want to thank you about something because this whole parody thing may just rock. Because here's the thing.
Wait, what's the parody of? I'm kind of scared.
I've got the Bad Influence shirt on. I'm rocking that right here in front of me. Damon F. His single, explicit.
Well,
you've been flagged.
Well, no, I did that. Because there is a choice word that I don't know, because, the FCC changes their stance on words every now and then. Like, one moment bitch is acceptable, and then the next minute it's not. So I figured, I'm just going to preempt this all right here by saying, yeah, okay.
And there are some words that it depends, because, like, you can prick your finger, but don't finger your prick,
Okay, I have found it, and it is downloading, so. 7 seconds, 2 seconds.
I'm waiting for the lossless version.
Well, that will be on. We will have it on Bandcamp, and
that's when I'll purchase it.
Like we're releasing it worldwide.
I don't spend money for lossy files.
I know. We're releasing it worldwide this week.
That's the nice thing about of all the purchased songs I've had in the last couple of months, Damon's is the only one with the little red explicit box. You are.
Did you listen to Kevin's whole album?
No, not yet. No, I didn't. I didn't put it on my iPad before I left. I thought I did. I only put the one song on there, and that was so. I should have done that otherwise.
Yeah.
I never thought about it. I probably could have emailed him and had him give me another link so I could re-download the thing. But he's a busy guy.
Yeah, he is.
It's one of those things. I hated to bug him too much.
You know what I found really funny? I'm just going to go out on a limb and say this, because I'm also the administrator. I'm still an administrator on the Creator Maker page as well. Now, I haven't released this single yet. I mean, I've let a couple friends hear it, but I haven't released it. And on my page, the Damon F page on Facebook, I now have more friends than Creator Maker does, who's had their shit out for 2 years. Now, I mean, I am a part of Creator Maker, but I just found that kind of funny that you guys haven't even heard the song yet. This song could be crap. And, but, I mean...
We hope not.
I just thought it was funny. I mean, it's really cool that, apparently I have this level of support. So, and you haven't even heard the song at all. I'm personally thinking, have you looked at the cover art yet?
I don't know if it shows that, does it?
I know it's on your Twitter account. Now, Damon,
it's on my Twitter account, the Damon F Music Twitter account.
We should talk about your web presence, because now you decided to go by Damon F since Fabrio is just too hard for people to spell.
I don't know why. I'm thinking you should embrace the...
So I did...
Yeah.
Ian made the suggestion to go with Damon F because of the hard to spell last name.
Mr.
I have to, Ian has been since it is Star Wars Day, forgive me for using a Star Wars, and Ian might smack me after this, but Ian's been kind of like my Yoda. in navigating of releasing original music. I'm going to get an angry call from Ian momentarily.
Well, it's hard to say because, I mean, when you do it, when you do the commercials and it's like, Damon Fabrio.
Yeah.
That sounds pretty cool.
Yeah.
Well,
or you can do Damon F.
I think that works. I think Damon F is fine, you know.
But if I may, what I'm trying to get at here is if you do a Google search for Damon F., the first thing that shows up is a YouTube clip called Effing Matt Damon. And then there's a whole bunch of links for Damon F. Robinson, M.D. So there you go. This doctor is stealing your mojo online.
Gators, I'm still setting up the website. I mean,
people are going to be going to the doctor asking him about his new single.
I highly doubt that. Now you're just being silly.
The National Spine and Pain Centers, Damon F. Robinson, M.D. You're only as young as your back is healthy and pain-free.
Right. Listen to this crap.
Hey, he's a black guy.
Uh-oh.
Oh,
nice
Ian
smile.
just wrote me, said he's Obi-Wan. He's like, I'm Obi-Wan, bitch. All right, so you're Obi-Wan Kenobi. All right, that's fine. Either way.
Oh, sorry. I had to hit the wrong button there and the screen went on me.
Right.
How many years in now? Still learning the Mac.
Yeah, but
still working on it. Yeah. But no, my song, it has to do with you and NHB. Is what it has to do with. That's I'll give that much away.
All right. Well, can you tell me what it's a parody? What song you're parodying? Or
It is a parody of a black person's song. It is a song of color.
This I gotta hear. This I can't wait. I'm gonna probably fall on the ground. I can't wait.
Is that the correct pronunciation? Song of color. Yes.
Song of color.
Yeah.
Why not?
Well, no, but it could be anything though. I mean, stop and think about it. I mean, it could mean there's lots of people out there. Conway Twitty, come on.
Yeah.
I mean,
now speaking of crossovers between that, has anyone have you heard? And I think this has been floating around for a while, and maybe I'm just behind the times. But has anyone heard Brian Williams' great rap tunes on the YouTube there?
Brian Williams, like Greg Brady from the Brady Bunch?
No, Brian Williams, like the guy that does the news.
Oh, I thought you. Oh no.
No, I don't think I have.
I got the name.
It's the 5-hit song.
The hipping to the hip hop. You don't stop the rocket to the bang boogie. Say up jump the boogie to the rhythm of the boogie, the beat. Now, what you hear?
How the hell they do this?
I'm rapping to the beat. And me, the groove, and my friends are gonna try to groove your feet. See, I am Wonder Mike, and I'd like to say hello.
Now, did somebody just pull this from his? Is that how they did it?
This is from the Tonight Show with Jimmy Fallon.
Okay.
They went over 5 years worth of newscasts.
And pull the okay, yeah, I see. That's cool.
Someone was bored.
That you can imagine the time that would take.
Someone was bored.
Well, actually, look who I'm talking to. I'm asking John if he can imagine how long that would take after he has done such a good job on other ones around there. Not to say that he would ever do that had anything to do with salads.
I don't know.
Or anything like that. Not that.
Right.
Yeah, not that would happen.
Here you go.
No.
Here's
so much drama in the LBC. It's kind of hard being Snoop the old double G. But I, somehow, some way, keep coming up with funky ass shit like every single day.
That's pretty damn good.
Kick a little something for the G's and make a few.
Yeah, they did a great job with it.
That's really wow. I'm impressed.
That's cool. Hey, the best part about this thing that I was going to say before I forget, when I do play your song, we'll see, this is going to tell you if you're going to make it or not. If I get
YouTube,
if we get banned, that's right.
Yeah, right.
They did flag Kevin's song last week, so we'll see what.
I told you they would.
And we'll see what happens.
We'll see if they flag mine. I bet you I don't get the respect.
We'll
I bet you they don't flag mine at all.
So that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool, John. I have to look that up.
Dude, you have my official permission, obviously.
Okay. Well, I told you, I'll just go ahead and let's go ahead and take a listen to it.
You want to pop it out already?
We'll go ahead. Well, let's see how many. I don't know if anybody's going to have any more listeners at the end of the show or start of the show or anything like that. It's hard to say. I mean, I can always pay it over the break too. I mean, come on.
Well, hey, that's whatever you want to do. I mean, basically.
Well, give me a little. I tell you what. First, let's hear a little background about this. I mean, because the whole thing you were talking about making a song.
Less like.
And it happened pretty damn quick.
Maybe a little less.
I'm sorry. What was that?
Lingering around, and Ian, who's been the driving force behind me putting my original music out there, heard this when I sent him a batch of demos that were never finished, and he liked this one, and it's gone through some permutations and edits, and originally a song that was over 5 minutes long has now clocked in at 3 minutes on the nose.
2:59 to be exact.
So he did the drums, I did the rest of the instrumentation, wrote the lyrics, did the vocals. Ian mixed it, and we sent it off somewhere else to be mastered, of course. But I just took some things, some energy that angry energy. It's an angry kind of song. I guess.
Damon's first single is an angry song. What a surprise!
Yeah, I was going to say, color me shocked with my bad influence. That's exactly what it is.
You guys there?
True. No, we're here. Can you hear us?
Hello?
Obviously.
Uh oh. I haven't done anything. Damon, are you there? We are here.
I lost you guys.
I can hear him. I don't know why he can't. Oh, now he's gone.
Yeah, there you go. That's why I can't hear.
I haven't changed anything.
Well,
I didn't.
Huh. Well, no, it's probably a problem in his end, because we can hear each other, right?
Yeah, let's try to. Yeah, I can hear you just fine.
All right.
Here, let's see if you can hear us now.
Oh, you know what? Somehow, the volume got turned all the way down on my headset.
Oh, okay. The old headset trick.
Just,
I'm sitting there looking around. I'm throwing switches and moving buttons.
I don't know how that happened, but weird. It's a lot. I'm going to stop buying Logitechs. I think that's what you have to do.
Oh, man. Well, that's one of those things that happen. It's like the ones I bought some Bluetooth ones to mow the grass with, because I thought that way I wouldn't have to wear my earbuds. The problem is
the grass with a headset.
Well, the whole thing is the problem with them is they're made for a person with a head half my size. So basically, it puts about 400 pounds of pressure on my ear. so I'm going to have to somehow stretch these bad boys out before I can. Yeah, I usually use the earbuds is what I do but they kind of you move around, they get stuck or whatever. But I'm one of those cool guys that mows the grass and listens to music. Yeah, it's me.
Yeah. Now, do you have a riding or a push mode?
Both.
You have both?
Well, you have to. You have to push the perimeter and around the trees, then you get on the rider. And it's real important to do it do it in that order. You have to. There's a good reason why. Because if you don't, there's a good chance when you get done on the riding mower, you won't even get on the piece of screw it. It looks good enough.
Nice.
So if you force yourself to do all the crap first.
For me, that'd be the reason to do the riding mower first, because at the end of the day, I do less work.
Aha.
Well, but you would never do the push mower, though. That's the problem, though.
Exactly. How is that a problem?
You'd have your middle of your yard looks awesome, but around the edges, not so much. I guess.
So?
Oh, there you go. If that's all it is.
Oh, well, this
you and I lead very different lives, you see.
That's right. Johnny's like, the way I mow my grass is I write the check.
There you go.
There you go.
Find the neighborhood kid that'll.
That's right. You know what? It's surprisingly enough, those damn kids aren't around as much as they used to be. I'm telling you what. If I was in better shape, I'd probably make some money doing that myself.
Yeah, right.
Because there's just not enough people doing it. Because the ones that are out there are the ones that they're like really into money.
Right.
The $20 mowing kids just aren't around anymore.
Yeah. I could sell pot and make more money.
Yeah. Not that Damon does that.
No, I don't.
For you people,
not that we endorse that idea.
Yeah, not that we would say that would be a good thing.
Yeah, well,
that's the wrong kind of grass to be dealing with.
Yeah, there we go. Yeah, don't pay me, pay him.
Yeah,
there you go.
Money, he'll put it in his mouth and hopefully not swallow it.
There we go. Okay, he saw the shirt. There we go. Andrew saw the shirt.
There we go.
There we go. So it's official. Andrew lives. I didn't get to catch the show. I don't know if he was on Thursday or not. I didn't check to see.
I'm pretty sure they've been doing shows.
Yeah, they have been. I just didn't know if
I
they...
need to tune in. I need to remember to turn the stream on.
Yeah, you need to. The only thing is, I think once in a while you're going to have to beep a few words because they do get kind of hardcore on some stuff once in a while.
I'll just make sure the windows are closed that day.
Yeah, that's probably true. There's some...
Or listen on your Logitech.
Yeah, there's been a few times they've said a few things I've kind of looked around like, okay, it was just me.
And you're in the middle of Kansas.
And yes. That's true. Not that it's accepted here.
Right.
I'm just saying you have neighbors that probably wouldn't react as strongly as neighbors here would.
Possibly. That's true. Or let's just say neighbors where you used to live. We'll just leave. We'll just leave it at that. That goes without saying. That's what the deal is. It would definitely be a moment in something like that. But so Damon, I'm glad to hear you got your. What got me about your song, Damon, is how fast you were able to make it happen. It seemed like. Because I know, like Kevin talked about it and talked about it and talked about it and took forever.
Keeping in mind that Kevin also had, he
did a whole album. Yes.
That's true too. He did a whole album.
Probably takes slightly longer. Just guessing.
Yeah.
Just guessing.
And he also had other people playing on it. I mean, not just. I mean, he had Ian do the drums. He had a couple different guitar players, and on and on and on it went. So, and he had to raise a lot more money, Whereas I'm just doing one song. I'm only I had Ian do the drums because Ian's a way better drummer than I am a keyboard drummer, as you all know. There have been many jokes at my expense about my keyboard drumming. But I did everything else, so that really cut out a lot of middlemen, And it doesn't sound like it. You would think that I had hired a bass player and a guitar player. At least that's what I like to hope. I got you all fooled by. But now I let the cat out of the bag. So.
Well, I was going to say that stuff is amazing what you can do these days. It really is.
It is.
I mean, I think back in the keytar days and things like that.
Yeah. Well, even the keytars have gotten better.
Right.
So yeah. But I have to warn you. This is a brutally heavy and blunt song. So,
nothing about Jews in this song, though, right?
Yeah, but I will say this. There is not one F-bomb in the song.
Wow.
So, like I said, I only marked it as explicit because...
Damon F without the F.
Yeah. Hey, that could be the song.
There you go. I never thought about that.
Let's be honest. You marked it as explicit to help drive up sales. It's kind of like the parental advisory label, the tipper
sticker. Because the parental advisory, I'll always get. I mean, hey, it worked for NHB for how many years?
Yeah, that was how you knew you wanted to buy the CD. If it had the parental advisory, the tipper sticker on it, that just made people want it more.
The non-explicit Eminem CD. Come on, nobody. I challenge one person. I challenge you to find me.
Especially the ones that had the beeps in it, were just beep 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 beep.
Well, no.
Beep, beep, beep.
In fairness to Eminem, because I accidentally bought his last album, the non-explicit version, because iTunes didn't really make it. Didn't seem like it was. I don't know. I got confused.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, there's some. They don't beep them anymore. They just silence them out. But there are some times where he does like an alternate track and substitutes words. Because if you ever find the censored version of My Name Is, the lyrics are actually rather different.
Oh, they actually changed the words completely. I didn't realize that.
Different words.
It's kind of like, I got a 12-inch single of Ain't Nothing But a G Thing, and it's got the radio version and the album version, and they have different lyrics at parts.
Yeah.
The radio version's the one that I'm used to, and the album version just kind of sounds wrong to me.
The thing is, what that's really funny is I've heard some rap songs where more bleeps, there's more silent parts of the track than there are words.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm like, why did you even bother? Why did you even bother?
It's like there's movies out there like that. One of my still all-time favorites is, I'm trying to think, Eddie Murphy movie where he played a gangster. What the hell was the name of that?
What was it?
No, where he was had the, oh God.
It wasn't Trading Places.
No. It's set back in the gangster area. Era.
Oh, I know. Harlem Nights.
Harlem Nights, yes, and that was like a F fest.
Yes.
I mean, it's F. I mean, the whole thing is just F this, F that. I mean, I'm still thinking this could never, ever be on network television, but yet somehow they did it.
They did, yeah, but they do the word substitution.
Oh, flipping, freaking,
fruiting,
yeah, flying.
Yeah,
that's right.
My favorite,
friggin'.
They're so poorly edited.
Yes.
where like the inflection doesn't even match, the voice isn't even the same.
Almost as good as your commercial that Johnny did for you.
Yeah, that's my favorite, which I guess this was in a way an inspiration for the Gators edit, was American Pie edited for TV. And I remember the line sounded exactly like, "Dude, that chick's a MILF. A mom I'd like to feel." It was just so bad. That is kind of the joke I make with the Gators.
You can see the janitor's outside sweeping.
Yeah.
And the sound guy runs out. Come here for a second.
We need a voice.
Yeah.
You just need to say feel. Okay, we're done.
Yeah, we're good.
Edit that in.
We're good. That's right.
Wow.
God, you know that stuff probably happens too.
I'd love to see, like, the deaf people who could read lips really well, they got to be like, I can't believe the language they lit on national.
That's true. I never thought about that. They never.
Well, that's why they usually blur the lips out.
I was going to say on TV shows when it's like especially the shows. Well, I was going to say the ones that are the more reality kind of or video shows. There we go. The ones where they're showing like or videos like off of YouTube or whatever. Yeah, those they put like a little picture or something, a bleep thing over the mouth.
Wow.
Right. Which I get that's something kind of new. That I think that's within the last few years.
They probably got some deaf. They have some conservative.
Oh, somebody's got to be mad about something.
Yeah, they got some death threats.
Okay. I was going to say that's a good one there. Death threats. Wow. Everyone's writing that one
the
down.
phone kept ringing up the hook with relay operators.
That's right. Yeah. Anybody know? Jesus
damn it,
Christ.
We got to stop these
Don't
relay
get us started
calls
on
from
that
coming
crap.
through.
Wow.
Death threats.
Speaking of phones ringing, I really believe in my heart that the people who work for the Social Security Administration are all descendants of or residents of Bucksport, Maine. Because no matter how many times someone from the Social Security, and it's the same person half the time, who calls here looking for my former roommate, and I keep saying he doesn't live at this number.
Hello, Social Services. This is Tom.
No. This is Social Security.
Oh.
They need to read a notice to Julie. Now, the funny part is, I live in New Jersey. This dumb idiot is calling out of the Port St. Lucie Social Security office. He lives in Florida now, but they're calling all the way up to Jersey looking for him. And I keep saying, he doesn't live here anymore. Stop calling me. And then the beautiful part is the one day they get my voicemail because they call me when I'm working. And I get a voicemail, and they leave a number to call back. So I'm gonna call and rip this bitch's head off. Is what I'm gonna do. And I get, you have called the Port St. Lucie, Florida Social Security office. Our office hours our office is closed. Now, meanwhile, this is 3:00 on a Thursday. Okay, and so get this: our office hours are Monday and Tuesday, 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. Wednesday, 9 to noon. I didn't even listen after that. I'm like, 9 to noon on a.
I think the second question is, are you hiring?
Like, do you work?
Well, yeah, but you'd only get paid for the hours you work, though. I mean, this is part of government cutbacks.
Maybe that's why they're trying to get $24 an hour. That makes up for it. If you only work 20 hours a week, that way.
Sitting here looking at this, going, who really goes into the Social Security office? People who aren't working.
I was going to say, unless it's one of those things where they work that on one day and then go over to the volunteer firemen on the other days or something like that.
I'm waiting here Monday, Tuesday 9 to 3, Wednesday 9 to noon, Thursday midnight to midnight to make up,
Well, hey, this reminds me. At least you don't have the police showing up at your apartment multiple times looking for the former roommate.
Yes, this is true.
When I lived in Maine, now this is all because the post office done fucked up.
By Gators.
Gothard and I lived in a town on a street, let's call it Main Street, and let's say the house number was 124. Now, originally, there was a different 124, and that was 24, because there was actually double-digit and triple-digit numbers on this road. But at some point, they decided to have two towns share the same zip code, and both towns had a Main Street. So there were two different 24 main streets. So that's okay. They fixed the problem by adding 100 to everyone's number on our main street. So we lived on 124 Main Street, and down the street was a 124 Main Street that became 224 Main Street. So some guy that needed to make a court appearance lived at 224 Main Street, which was formerly 124 Main Street, which we were currently 124 Main Street. Now, the type of guy that gets summons to show up to court is also the type of guy that might not necessarily be diligent about making sure that his address is on file correctly with every agency. So we kept getting court summonses in our mailbox for the guy down the street at 224 Main Street.
Yeah.
And, of course, you know, he wasn't responding to them because he wasn't getting them. I mean, we would try to send them back to post office and explain this has got to go down the street, this isn't us. Then police officers start showing up. First they start showing up at Grammy's door, asking if she's harboring criminals or something. Grammy doesn't know what's going on. So then they start showing up at our door multiple times. And every time we explain to them, no, this used to be 24, it's 124. Down the street, 224 is what you want, which used to be 124. He's down the street. If you go down the street a block, you'll find 224. Yeah. There's your guy. Go get him. Okay, we'll take care of this. Week later,
the next day,
another cop car shows up. Here, we're looking for so-and-so. 224 Main Street. That way.
Yeah.
At some point, Gothard decided, fuck it, I'm not putting the robe on. And it was a female cop.
You gotta love that.
You get boxer dude yelling at you, this is the wrong place for the fifth fucking time. That tends to get them to take notice and update their fucking records. You know?
Right.
That was the last time someone showed up.
I'm trying to think about how I can handle this Social Security thing, because I can't stand the person I used to live with so much that, like, you know, I just, you know, I think I may very well just say, listen, he moved back in September. No, I do not have his current cell phone number because I think he's a pile of diarrhea on the cement, okay? And if I ever see him again, I'm going to knock his teeth out the back of his neck, you know? So stop calling here because you're causing me you're causing me anxiety because I have to think about this individual, you know, when you mention his name because he owes me money. And he banged a girl I was hanging out with.
Hey, wait, this is Social Security trying to reach him, right?
Yeah.
This must be something relating to money. He owes you money. The place is trying to find him to get him money. Cut the middleman.
Yeah, cut out the middleman. Yeah, listen.
Be like, yeah, sure, he owes me that.
No, I'm not.
Right
no,
over.
Because you know how the government is, man. You start like lying to the government, and I'm going to be in Guantanamo Bay.
Yeah, that's true. They don't usually take too kindly of that.
Like that.
Yeah, we don't recommend this.
I'm going to be in Guantanamo Bay singing a whole new song. Yeah. Hey, please let me up above the water. I need oxygen.
Oh.
That's absolutely true, because that would be my luck.
Yeah.
I'd be like, oh damn, what was I
trying to cut out the middleman because he owes me a year's worth of internet bills and.
Yeah. Oh geez. Well, hopefully they'll find. That's the whole thing. I still get phone calls for people that haven't that I was roommates with like 20 years ago.
Are you serious?
Yeah. Oh, every once in a while. I think what it is those names just hang out there.
But the thing is, I've told multiple people, he doesn't live here anymore. All right, we'll mark it in our computer. This computer must be running Windows 1.0.
Yeah, that's right. It hasn't updated yet.
It's the original Mac if they've gone Apple, like from '84. The punch card hasn't.
Well, I think what it is, you have to go through the they might be lying to me, or something like that. Well, the whole thing, the one that gets me is when they say, okay, we'll take you off the list, and you just want to say, no, you won't. You're gonna hang up and push the next button.
I've got no patience anymore. It's like now, because my old college that I used to go to, they still call me, and they're like, we just want to update your records. Oh, by the way, could you donate? Listen, I donated enough money when I went to your school to get the bachelor's degree that I could wipe my ass with because it's useless. You know?
Yeah,
so,
college.
No, you're not getting another dime out of me.
The price of college is ridiculous, and then they want you to continue giving them money after you graduate. What the fuck's wrong with these people?
Listen, I live in a 14 by 12 prison cell on the 4th floor of a building in New Brunswick that now has roaches, by the way.
That's not good.
They're coming through the circuit breaker box into the cabinet in my apartment.
You get those traps and the like egg blocker things. You put those all around the apartment.
There's no open food, so you know there's no party at this place. So they're just kind of disappearing back into the circuit breaker box. But
like come in and go, whoa, dude, sorry.
Wrong apartment.
We'll be going now.
Now I got to call the superintendent, who's not happy with me anyway because
of the whole
dog
thing, right?
Taking the dog out to go to the bathroom. Like we had an altercation on Friday where I'm out 8 in the morning in the midst of bagging his poop. 2 or 3 people descend upon me like I just slaughtered some children, you know?
Oh, that's always nice.
And told me like I needed to move my dog, and I'm like I need to wait for a sighted person to show up here to help me find a new spot. And it was 8 in the morning, or I would have gone all MHB on their ass. Because I'm like, listen, this is supposed to be a pet-free apartment building, and yet there's dogs all over the place, and you can't tell me for 1 minute you don't know that these dogs exist here. So how do we even know that this is that my dog is the one being the problem?
That's true. Well, I was going to say, I think there was a story sometime they were like one of the requirements for having a dog at a place was like to get a DNA test. So they could actually test the poop.
Oh, for God's sake.
Yeah, have we crossed over into the crazy yet? I don't know.
No, they go into the dumpster and find plenty of bags of his poop.
Yeah, there we go. Well, the whole thing is, I mean, it should be obvious that you're at least trying. I mean, okay, so you might have missed.
Well, you know, sometimes when it's, you know.
Hey, who's to say he doesn't once in a while poop, move a step to the right? I don't know.
Yeah, right. I don't know.
Just saying. I mean, come on.
The old seeing eye dog fake out.
That's right. The old fake right, poop left.
Hey, watch
there
this.
You go, yeah.
That's right.
Watch this. He has no clue.
That's right.
You know, there's days where he's a little hyper or whatever, or maybe he grabbed the whole. Because my dog, excuse me.
Bless you.
My dog will eat anything it can get down its throat. And where I was taking him out to the bathroom, he's always finding like a rib bone, you know, or a cookie, or part of a cookie, I should say. So, you know, sometimes he might have eaten something that kind of upset him a little bit, and his, you know, not full-blown watery poop, but not as solid as it should be. And so maybe there's a little remnant of it on the ground. And they're like, "Oh, you've been trying to pick it up, you spread it all over the place. It's hard to clean up." Oh, so you can't get a hose and hose it down? I mean, this is the 21st century, mind you. I mean, water does run out of hoses when you turn the nozzle. Wait, this apartment complex is probably too poor to have an outdoor hose. So, you know, it's just... So a war is coming over here. Which, you know, again, back to me being a whore, you might explain the anger in my song that's going to be released this week.
Well,
what doesn't make you angry, though? I mean, you just can't catch a break. Well,
I've come to the realization that, you know, like, I think the reason... Well, I mean, I'm under a lot of stress because I'm trying to get used to the dog, and I'm living in a very cramped apartment. And then it dawned on me this, like, because I've been snapping at everybody lately, like even the people in my band, you know? Some of who deserved it, and some who probably didn't. And I come to the realization, wait a minute, I haven't gotten laid in 14 months. And, gee, maybe that explains why I'm ready to kill people. You know,
we need to get you laid.
Because it's delayed. Now, you know, now it's delayed. It just took some time to catch up, but now I'm beginning to feel maybe there's some sexual tension in there.
You think?
I'm trying to think here.
Well,
no, before you suggest it, I don't have the money for a hooker.
No, I wasn't going there.
I don't think the hooker would want to come up to this apartment at this point.
Well, I was thinking, didn't we talk about at one time an app?
Yeah, I don't know. We might have.
We'll call the iPoop.
Oh, right.
Where you push the button and it says.
I feel ready.
Here we go. Try that again. I think that worked.
I don't know.
I had a beta version. I don't know if it ever worked.
Nice.
It's not coming through.
It's not coming through.
So hold on. So you want to know what really sucks? Last night I'm playing it with the '80s band, and we're out playing. And unfortunately, the gig we got booked at, the bar owner decided at the last minute to rent the pay-per-view boxing match. So we're preempted. Like, we got up on stage and played for like a half hour, and then we got preempted by the main event. So I'm walking around the bar, and I start talking to this girl, and we're talking, and we're talking, and we're talking. And we're actually hitting it off pretty well. She's actually got her arm around me at this point, you know, and she's just kind of all cuddly. I'm convinced that my band are a bunch of cock-blocking fucks. Because we're chilling out, listen, you know, just, she's got her arm around me and stuff. My singer comes up to me and goes, dude, they want to take pictures. So I am dragged outside.
Which is always fun.
Band pictures for a band that we now know lost its drummer. So these pictures are useless.
Oh, no.
And that was it after that. I couldn't find her.
Here, I think I got the one part where it says
Poop detected.
There we go.
Oh, I see.
Poop detected on that one.
Yeah.
No, it doesn't actually do anything else, though. That's the problem. It just says it, so it's not quite. It's not, you know.
See, what we now need is the eye bag, which will bag the eye poop.
Mm-hmm. Well, that would be it. I just said just the one. I'm thinking, you know, you can integrate the camera in there so that way you can tell all the poop's gone.
Well, wouldn't it get confused with something else that looks?
Well, you know, you have to tweak it a little bit. It might have to be a few versions, a few updates.
Right. Yeah.
You know, possibly a few in-app purchases they call it.
Right.
If you integrate the DNA,
oh, absolutely. Well, but then you'd have to have some sort of device you plug in. You could do a Bluetooth. There we go.
Bluetooth.
Yeah,
that way you don't have to actually connect it. You know, poop to your phone.
Yeah, you don't want to get the wire in the pile. You know?
Yeah, that'd be kind of weird.
It'd be kind of gross.
Well, that's true. Something like that, you know.
Yeah. So anyway.
You know, not that the I poop. And you people out there that are stealing my idea right now, you know who you are. I have this on record, so.
Yeah.
Sad thing is, I'll probably buy it. Don't even need it.
Well, we know, Dune, that you'll buy anything with the word "I."
That's true. Let's hope they never come out with the eye hooker, because I'm kidding. Ha ha.
It's the eye cancer, and Dune will buy it.
Yeah, there we go. The eye cancer.
Malignant tumor.
Yeah, there we go. Yeah, let's not do that. The eye. That's true. Very bad. Very bad. Or the eye plane? No.
Oof.
That'd be a real expensive plane.
Yeah, that would.
I don't know if I could afford to take
Well,
trips.
hey, you know, we almost had it right. I had my seeing eye dog.
You do. You're there. You're almost there.
Almost there.
Almost there. Just as long as that's the whole thing. Get to that phase 3 thing.
Yeah.
If we can just get to that point.
Yeah. See, I just need the software update that removes the nasty. I'm gonna jump on every girl that I see. This dog cock blocks me more than anyone else. Because every girl.
Oh, there
I went to 7-Eleven to buy batteries for my keytar. Girl comes around the counter to help me. He goes crazy, and scared the girl half to death.
Now, this person says they should make the eye pube so a blind guy can know how bushy a girl is before you. I think you can do that with your eye hand.
Yeah, that's called dexterity.
That's the eye touch.
Oh, there we go. Sorry, that's true. Maybe he's talking about you just like pointed at her and go boop, and it tells you. It comes back and says, you know, clean landing strip or 70s.
70s
basically. That's what it says.
But that's, I mean, now what do you expect? Now you got to put an X-ray thing into the camera.
Yeah. Well, hell, I mean, gosh, they got so much
God
room these
forbid
days.
they do that.
I mean, think about it. Look how big the phones are getting these days.
Yeah, but
I mean, they're huge. Come on.
But see, the problem there is, like, if we had that, can you imagine the lawsuits that would happen? Because some guy.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
Strip the clothes
you
off.
think it's bad now with, you know, the sickos out there taking pictures up skirts and things like that.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, imagine what this is going to be. He's just going to go around. He's going to. Can I buy an iPhone with 42 gigs of memory or something, something like that? That's what it'll be. Oh man. Well, that's the whole thing. I said between the phone sizes and everything else, is getting beyond crazy.
I thought the whole point of this was to shrink the phone down.
Well, it used to be. You know, that's what's funny for anybody who watches that show with Ben Stiller in it, where he played the male model. You know, and they had the little bitty teeny tiny phone. I think those days are pretty much. You know, I just wish this is where Apple could actually just come out and just say to hell with everything, and just take the iPad Mini and put a phone in it and say there.
Oh my God!
There.
No.
Just there's your damn big phone.
Imagine holding that to your
but,
face.
But look what people got now. Those like the Samsung Galaxy Note, whatever. Those things are huge. They're cool. I have to admit, when people got them, I mean, they're awesome. They got great screens on them. I mean, they're beautiful.
Yeah, I guess.
And they're massive. The whole thing is, I personally, because I have to carry, on a holster, I just, man, it's too big. There's no way I mean, it'd be like having chaps on.
Just pull out the iPad Air and put a phone in.
That's what I'm saying. Just do it. Just
make
get
it you know what? Just make it a speakerphone. Don't even put it.
Just do it and make it happen. I mean,
don't even have the earpiece thing.
I mean, that way they have to, because otherwise, because what it is now, I'm sure what the thing is now, and I don't know. There's people out there that are real big into phones, and I'm not. But I'm guessing that the growth of the phones that are getting bigger and bigger are probably going pretty small. This one's bigger than that one, but probably not by much. But they're pretty damn big, though. I mean the ones out there, those ones are huge.
Did we lose Gators?
No, he's here.
No, I'm here. I'm just.
He's reading. I can always tell when he's in depth.
Well, I have nothing more. I've got an iPhone. I'm happy with that. Size, big, small, whatever. I mean,
well, no, I'm the same way. It doesn't matter for me. I'm just saying.
Add.
The big ones are big. I mean, there we go.
I'm
not talking about anything weird.
I'm just waiting for us to transition into the internet stalking topic on the white sheet.
All right, well I'm actually getting messaged by one of my friends who's tuned in just to hear the song. Apparently.
Okay, I'll tell you what. Let's go ahead and do that.
This show blows.
That's it. Is that what they said?
Yeah.
Oh, nice. Thank you.
Wait, now I think she's kidding.
Oh, well, wait. We're going to get to an interesting topic because Gators has been working on making new friends on the internet, and it's had some. Comical results.
Let's do that. Let's talk a little bit about that.
You didn't learn from my mistakes yet?
Let's talk a little bit about that. What we'll do is we'll play the song at the top of the hour, and then when we come back, we'll talk about it, and then we'll play, or we won't play. I don't have it recorded, so I'll have to do a little live rendition of my song.
Of your song.
Of my song.
You could just record it. Play it next week.
I don't have time.
Oh,
it's better on the fly. So wait, yeah. Johnny's in the 12-step program now.
Oh no. I actually I don't have a problem.
Oh, so wait a second. You're in denial now. What step is that?
Well, that was before I got the reply email, and
I got to look that up. 12 steps.
Things have replied.
Well, no, because 12 steps is admitting. The first step is admitting you have a problem. So now he's on step 0.
Well, no. I mean, the thing is we'll let you decide if I have a problem or not. All right. So it all started a few years ago when I borrowed some quad records from a guy with the storage locker. And
this is how everything starts.
Now, mind you, I'm borrowing records, which means I borrow them, I record them in. I've not paid any money for copies of these. So that's my defense for having in my possession at the moment quad copies of Captain and Tennille and Godspell. So
Godspell.
Remember Godspell? A bunch of hippies
singing,
about the parables.
In Age of Aquarius, is that the one?
No.
Or is that?
No. That's Hair.
That's Hair. Oh, sorry.
Well,
you can understand why I would be confused.
Godspell's like Hair, but with Jesus.
Ah,
okay.
Gotcha. Well, Jesus, never mind.
And with clothes on.
Oh. Whoa! I don't know what show you're talking about.
Well, apparently, I thought Hair is known for its nude scenes. I don't know. I've never seen. I've only heard. I do. Maybe
I'm thinking of Jesus
quad,
Christ
though.
Superstar. Maybe that's it. Maybe that's
Jesus
what I'm trying.
Christ Superstar not released in quad. Hair and Godspell were released in quad.
Got you.
So I
understand.
So I queue up the Captain and Tennille quad album, and I'm grooving out to some quad Captain and Tennille, and love's keeping us together. And for those out there listening, the left speaker is the front channels, and the right speaker is the back channels. So
And there's a little separate. Yeah,
there's some. Now I found a particular. The thing is that this is what a CD4 record, which uses a high frequency carrier signal. Which can sometimes be problematic if things are not ideal and the record's not pressed right. So you get things like here in the last song.
Lord, I just can't make it tonight.
Just listen for S's.
Too many things today just didn't go right.
We didn't get a really bad one yet.
Just can't.
There it is.
Yeah, I can hear it on the left-hand side, yeah.
I just don't think I can go.
Yeah, because the vocals are heavy to the front, which is in the left.
I do have to ask, you were kind of bebopping to that first part of the song. You don't do that to Muskrat Love, do you?
No.
Thank you.
Oh,
Just wanted to make sure.
no, wait. See, again, every time Gators goes into one of these things, I think to myself, Gators is married, he's got a wife, and he listens to this shit.
Well, what's amazing is he catches, but he catches these little nuances, which I got to give him credit for.
I haven't gotten laid in 14 months, and I listen to music that everyone else in the universe likes.
So, this was a big hit back in the day. Well,
It was.
First one was.
It was. Yeah, Left and Gators Together was a big hit.
So, I've got a problem with CD4 not decoding right on the CD4 record, resulting in sibilance on the S's, particularly on the inner grooves. And after doing all the calibrating, all the tweaking, and everything I can get, that's still the best I can get off of that damn record. And so I decided, why the fuck am I dealing with ancient technology? Somewhere in some vault is a half-inch 4-track master tape of this quad mix.
Pristine copy, just waiting with Gators' name on it.
Someone needs to put this out officially. So I went to the Captains and Eels website, and I found the contact information. And I said, look, guys, I kind of explained quad collector, the quad mix, yada, 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 blah, blah, blah. I know the labels control these things, but do you have any one you could reach out to and contact to see about reissuing this maybe on a digital format or a file download or something? Any help would be appreciated. Thanks for your time. Okay, thanks. Bye. And so someone forwarded the email to Daryl Dragon, a.k.a. the Captain, and because he was the producer on the album. And Daryl had brought in his brother Dennis Dragon to be the engineer on the album.
So Daryl is the dude.
Daryl's the Captain.
He's the guy. He's the guy in the hat.
Right. And Daryl basically read the email and was like, Quadra what? And so he forwarded it to his brother Dennis Dragon, because Dennis Dragon was the engineer. He did the stereo mix. So he figured, well, he's the mix guy. He'll know what this guy is talking about. So it's like, hey, is anything accurate here? Dennis responded back. Actually, rather than paraphrase what Dennis wrote back, I should pull up the email and read because basically Dennis wrote his reply. Daryl forwarded it back to me and thanked me for emailing him. That was all Daryl had to say about
Shocked.
it.
Wow.
Here's Dennis's comments. When I was around A&M Studios after Love Will was a huge hit, I walked by the, quote, quad mix room and heard
Which
that
is actually
song-
kind of cool. They even have something called the quad mix room.
Right.
Which is
and heard that song being remixed by their, quote, quad specialist team of engineers. I popped in for a quick listen and heard nothing that resembled my mix. I asked if they would like my assistance with this, and I was told that was their job. Oh, well, whatever, Dennis Dragon. So that's all Dennis has to say about that.
Which, and I told Johnny, I thought that was an honest answer because I could see that happening, you know.
But
where the guy tried to help. He was told to, F off.
To fuck off, right.
Yeah.
And so he's decided anyone that asks about the quad mix, he'll, kind of tell the F off, not in those exact words. He'll politely tell them to F off. So, Daryl, the Captain, had nothing to say to me, but except, well, this was Dennis's response. Captain, don't care. He doesn't even want to. So now the thing is, they kept everyone's emails in the email chain, so I was able to respond to everyone directly. And so I wrote,
here we go.
I kept it here. I'll tell you exactly what I wrote back because I think I kept this polite. And
Gator, see, this is your problem. You don't know when to let shit go.
They responded to me. They could have ignored me. They didn't. They chose to pursue this.
But you got it. They gave you the answer.
No, they did not.
Nothing to do with it.
My answer was, will you reissue this on a modern format? They did not give me a yes or a no. They gave me an anecdote. That is all they gave me.
Okay. And then you wonder why people are mad at you.
I wrote back, hi. Thanks for the time to read my comments and comment on it. I apologize if I'm bringing up bad memories or things that have bad feelings associated with them. Although I do love hearing these little inside details about such things and getting more information about what went on behind the scenes. I agree it is a shame when someone else's work is messed around with by someone with a different vision or an outsider to the original sessions. It's especially frustrating when the original person is willing to lend a hand. I do hate hearing stories about that. And from what I've heard in the A&M catalog of quadraphonic mixes, it's no surprise the quad specialists weren't interested in outside feedback. Their mixes on many titles were questionable. Many A&M mixes used barely any quad effect at all, such as Cat Stevens' Tea for the Tillerman or Herb Alpert Whipped Cream and Greatest Hits.
He has to throw that.
Meanwhile, the guy reading this is going, I could give a fuck less.
I had to see go like, holy shit.
This guy's a musician, okay? I'm speaking his language.
See, the whole thing is you have to really wonder if somewhere at the dinner table, you know,
this crazy nut job from the internet emailed me today about.
That's right.
And there were some mixes that were quite involved and worthy of listening to, in my opinion, like the Quincy Jones quad releases and the Billy Preston quad release. It seems to be hit or miss with A&M quads. Anyways, that said, while it is a shame what was done then, it is still a mix that I and other quad collectors enjoy, and something that would make many of us happy if we were able to purchase a copy of this on a modern digital format. I'm certainly not looking for this as a replacement to the stereo mix. There will certainly always be room in my collection for that wonderful stereo mix.
I think here's the steam coming out of this poor guy's
Yeah.
Yeah, I actually don't own it.
You know, actually, the whole thing is, I think anybody calling, you know, really, if you stop and think about it, I mean, this stuff is old. And for anybody just to say, you know, hey, dig your music that's not, you know, 72 years old.
I'm sure Captain and Tennille are not selling out the local arena.
That's true.
And so, you know, I'm like, I enjoy listening to both. What would be even more awesome is if it were possible to go back to the multi-tracks and make a proper 5.1 mix that you would all approve of. Maybe a deluxe set with both the quad and the new 5.1. Anyways, once again, thanks for your time. He wrote back. Now, the thing is, I suggested he do a 5.1 mix. He totally missed that. He thought I was talking about someone else doing a 5.1 mix. So he wrote back, or how about me doing the quad 5.1 whatever mix? That would be a nice concept. And it's like, dude, that's what I said. So I wrote back, that's exactly what I meant. I would love to hear a proper 5.1 mix done by you. So I wrote back, good luck, aloha, over and out. And I took that as my cue to stop emailing.
Yes, I think that was.
See, I think a lot of these mix engineers that get they get, you know, it's like they get bitter when you know, their vision of an artist's mix gets, you know, shit on by other people. And you know, these guys are probably treated like shit to begin with. You know?
Yeah, so he was basically like, what? That awful mix that I didn't even hear the final product, but someone else was doing it, wouldn't let me help on it. Fuck you, get off my lawn.
Well, the thing is, I think these guys already know that, you know, Captain and Tennille not exactly, you know, on a revival tour of any kind. There'd be very little interest from a record company. And this guy's just cynical beyond all hell, and he just knows. He knows he can, you know, I could, you know, if I could even get a hold of the master tapes, because they might not even be, they might not even have the rights to those tapes.
You see, I know a new 5.1 mix ain't happening. He knows a new, but I'm trying to just kind of, you know, stroke his ego a little bit that I'd like to hear it. But, you know, the already made quad mix that he doesn't approve of, it still exists. And it would be very easy to take a digital copy of that and throw it out there for me.
Just make it happen. That's right.
Just
pick up the phone and reach out to a contact at Universal, which owns A&M now.
God. You're dreaming.
I was hoping. I didn't say that. Notice I stopped after I stroked his ego and it went nowhere. You know, so that was you know, attempt one, and so I went out and bought a quad 8-track tape at Captain and Tennille because hopefully that won't have the sibilance. So we'll see how that sounds once I get it queued up on the Foztex.
Gators is a man on a mission to get a quad mix of a band from the 70s nobody gives a shit about anymore.
Meanwhile, second quad album that I borrowed, Godspell. Yeah. Now here's what the last song on side one of Godspell sounds like. Once again, fronts pan to the left, rears pan to the right. And we'll talk a little bit so we don't get too much trouble. Because once it kicks in, you'll hear how, like, this is why CD4 was called Sandpaper Quad. You heard it a bit on those vocals.
It is. It's very...
Yeah, it's not decoding right.
Wow.
Yeah, it's god-awful, isn't it?
That's terrible.
Yes. That is the problem with CD4 when it's not done right.
Jeez.
Let me guess. You emailed this guy too.
Well, I read the cover. You know, now I emailed one guy that was like the guy behind, you know, the lyrics and the music for Godspell, and I've not heard back from him yet. So that's still out there. We'll see what happens Monday. Maybe Monday morning he'll come in and go, ooh, an email in my inbox. What could this be? But
it could be.
But I did find the guy who was credited with doing the quad mix. So this is the guy that actually mixed it. So he probably stands behind his work. And I did a little research on him, which we're going to hear more about when we get back from this break.
Right. So here,
Dude's way of saying Gator, shut the fuck
coming
up.
We're going to hear Damon's song, come back and hear Dune's song, and compare, contrast, and hear more about
the rest of Gator's story.
That's right. All right, hang in there, people. We'll be right back. Ooh, you know what? If I turn the volume up.
Could somebody like fax us a beer?
No holds barred.
You come around and you take all that you can, and when there's nothing left, you bury me in the sand. I give all of me till there's only a shell. I cannot wait until you're burning in hell. I'm not your running joke. I'm not your comic relief. I'm not the target for you to ease your own greed. Break me into pieces after all I've done for you. Show me just how blind I've been to how much I am the fool. I may not have the means to exact my own revenge, but karma's a bitch on wheels and I'll be laughing in the end. I may be an easy target with my heart on my sleeve. I may be slow to realize just how much I am naive. But now my eyes are open, my worth is realized. And for those who persecute me, I'll see you crucified. It's time to take my pound of flesh to rise above you all. To show you what you're missing as I smack my prison wall. You will show me respect.
What's your favorite radio show?
I know it's yeah, I did. Oh, I forgot.
No Holds Barred Radio.
And now, the most influential internet broadcasters of our time, Dune and... Oh, wait. Bob's not on anymore, is he? Okay. And now, two of the oldest broadcasters on the network, Dune and... What? John isn't showing up again? Okay. Ah. Here's Dune and whoever he shamed into coming this week. Or just Dune. Whichever it happens to be. Welcome back to the Dune and Bob Show.
Hey, that was cool, Damon.
Thanks.
Good stuff.
There we go. It is an angry song.
Yeah, slightly.
It's an angry song.
That was inspired by a lot of people.
I was gonna say, there's probably some good, by the way, this is hour number 2, Dune and Bob Show, Sunday, May 4th, sorry. Wow. I'm trying to get the Cinco de Mayo thing going. That's what it is.
Yeah.
It's great that it falls on a Monday, too.
It's Cinco de Cuatro.
Yeah.
It's scary that I actually got that right.
Quattro de Mayo.
Oh, wait, there we go. Oh, you know I'm going to screw it up.
Cinco de Cuatro, it's the 5th of the 4th.
It's the 5th of the 4th, there we go. I'm sorry.
4th of the 5th.
Yeah, you were so proud that you got that right.
Oh, almost.
Yeah.
Just about. Oh well. So that's good. That's song number 1 out of how many? You get more coming. I'm assuming.
Well, I'm actually
gonna squeeze them out one at a time.
Well, I'm actually.
That's a bad term.
I'm rebuilding the studio, so the sequel may take a little time, but I want to focus on pushing this one right now while I rebuild everything. So, yeah, we'll see what this one does, and then take it from there. But yeah, no, that song was inspired by a lot of people, including some
that could be named.
Well, I could name them, but I won't.
Those people should get a cut on the royalties then for
Yeah, a cut. They'll get a cut of my dog's shit.
Well, see, this makes it even more. This makes my song even more important now, because it's all about you having a proper format.
Oh no.
To vent your frustrations.
Yeah, I see.
All right. Well, let's do it.
I'm trying to think.
Now,
like I said, now I know. No.
Let's drop some beats here, dude.
Hang on. Somebody's writing in here. I don't have this thing where it pops up like it says, "Nice to hear that Damon still has it. Keep up the good." Yeah, Damon still has it.
Who wrote that?
Oh, I clicked off too quick.
Oh, I see.
That's what happened.
I have only now. I'm just not framing it in an NHB context. Now I'm trying to be legitimate. Trying to be legit, yo.
Now, what I don't have ready is my. But I can probably get some help with that.
Oh no.
Yeah. You mean the let's see. Wait.
Oh no.
That's not the right
that's
button.
not that one.
Wrong. I love balls.
I always thought that was a good start for. Oh, you mean the?
Here we go. That's right.
There we go.
If you use it just sounds better if you use echo with a falsetto.
Yeah.
There we go.
Here we go.
All right. I don't know how much of this I'm going to do. I'll just do a little bit of it, and we'll see what Damon. Let's see if I can make this happen. Remember, this is a song for a person of color.
Oh boy.
It sings this. Let me make sure I got everything turned up nice and where it's supposed to be, and then put that and that. And
I'm scared.
Okay, got that working there. See if we can make this happen.
Okay.
Here we go. Song for Damon.
When I have a hard day on the farm, I love drinking the sweat of 2 gay dogs.
Damon woke up in the morning, and wouldn't you know it was pouring rain. He went to take the dog outside now, and left his keys inside again. 'Cause he didn't know he needed NHB so, and letting it go was so wrong. And Damon knows how to get his radio on, so this is his My Bad comeback song. Yeah! That's about you, Damon. Here we go, number 2. Damon said he wouldn't miss it, but now he's saying he's a fool.
I will toss a salad.
We're on the good side of living. Thank you, Johnny.
Welcome.
And he's on the backside of being cool. Hashtag no homo. Cause he didn't know he needed it to be so. And letting it go was oh so wrong.
More wiener.
And Damon knows how to get his radio on. So this is his My Bad comeback song.
You were dead and I stuck my cock in your ass.
Don't be a hater. And now he's sitting at his mixer in his teeny tiny studio. He wished he had the encoder passwords, but damn old Rico, he said no. Because he didn't know he needed NHP so. And letting it go was oh so hard. And Damon knows just how to get his radio on. This is his My Bad comeback song. There we go. That's all I got. That's it.
Golf clap for Dune.
There we go. Sorry, let's turn that down a little bit.
Golf clap for Dune.
There we go.
There we go.
I got to work on that a little bit. I don't have it totally done. I got a few. I got to kind of end it up there a little bit.
I think I think we clipped that out of the show, and that's perfect.
And we call it the what was Dune thinking while he. That's what happens when I'm in an airport with nothing to do.
Yeah.
I start.
thought you said there was a song of color.
Well, Derek Rucker is.
Oh, I got you.
He's yeah.
Yeah.
He just doesn't rap.
I got you.
Yeah, come on.
I got you.
See, I had you fooled though.
Yeah, you did.
I did. I had you fooled.
I was waiting for you to bust out some like LL James.
There we go. The whole thing is I didn't even go falsetto on that one. I just went ahead and tried to go as high as I could without now I'm doing the big radio voice and trying to sound cool.
Yeah.
So
that was really good.
I just need to drink more. I sound better to myself when I drink more. That's what.
There you go.
That's right. I should drink. Period.
I'm telling you, just, next time you're at the grocery store, just 12-pack of Amstel Light. Have 3 or 4 of them. One
that
night.
would probably do. That would probably do it. I'd be like doing all kinds of songs right now.
Because mind you,
he'd do Crazy Bitch by Buck Cherry and not bleep it.
That's exactly right.
Because every Saturday night I've been having 3 or 4 Amstels, and it's been fine. Yesterday I weighed in.
Wait, got it right down. Hang on, give me the.
All right.
I'm gonna have to go on page 2 because the last time I had on here was 233.0 on 4.3, so it's been a while.
4.3, yeah.
That's the last one I wrote down. So
because that was before vacation when I went back up to 239 by 413, but then I came back down to 233 by 418. And then I kind of lingered there because I went to Texas.
I think what it is, I broke off all the bad parts since you were doing the.
Right.
Yeah,
well, now we're back on track, and I weighed in yesterday at 228.
Wow. 228.
I'm in the 220s now.
228, and it's 5. Wow, 5.
Yeah, heck, and on Thursday,
I got to give you props because you know what, you're getting close to overtaking because I'm 218. Is where I'm at. So you're within 10 pounds.
Yeah, we're just
of the
10
Dooner.
apart.
Now the difference is I started at 3 bills. So
yeah.
3 bills plus a little bit. Yeah.
I started at 266.6.
Yeah, so still a lot of bills.
Yeah.
Speaking of Bill, by the way.
Speaking of Bill,
I didn't get to go meet Bill. No, I didn't. I was too damn busy. I was working crazy hours, and yeah, it sucks because he did message me during your show, and I'd been at work since 2 o'clock. I had to be there at 3, so I had to leave at 2 to get there by 3, and I was there it was a long day, so I just wasn't able to do it.
That's no.
Did get some good pizza though. Not quite New York pizza.
Right.
Michigan pizza is not New York pizza, but it's pretty damn good.
Well, it'd still be kind of close to the, that
it was still good.
From the Chicago
I was
pizza.
still happy to find out that they still had, you could get buffalo chicken stuff. So that's what I had. Had the buffalo, even though that's not, in the realm. I mean, but it was good stuff though. So that's what happened. So there we go. Man, but that's the whole thing. But that's what happens. Like I said, I had too much time on my hands. Too long of layovers. I think it was in the airport, because that's the whole thing. I was trying. That's one of the things from the show notes. I was trying to find out what kind of things, because Johnny had a better story for the airport than I did. Johnny actually went to the wrong, went completely to the wrong section of the
wrong security line, and they just kept on,
and they let you through.
Keep going.
Yeah, which it's because if we make a scene, Joe gets fired.
Please don't point out the security breach that's going on
is
right
screwed
here.
up. That's right. Because
this
the
is
alarms
working
will
in
go
your
off.
favor, you fucking moron, you.
That's right. Yeah, don't do it again. I saw that line, and let me tell you, if you're not paying attention, I'll have to cut you some slack, because those signs aren't very big.
Right, and they're supposed to turn people away that aren't eligible for it.
In both cases, at both airports, well, I shouldn't have kept the one in Wichita because it's so tiny. But
Right.
In the second airport, it's a little bigger. There was nobody standing right at the entrance.
Right.
To stop you from doing that. And you had to go through the cattle pen for quite a ways before you figured out. And then the whole thing, once you figured it out, do you duck underneath the rope? Because I think that right there could be cause for alarm. I don't know if that might be, they might start the sirens going for something like that. But anyway, I did not do that.
I would think they have a, turnaround area for it. Go through here, walk that way. Because usually they're next to the exit, so you might be able to kind of, here, we'll let you through this rope.
Well, they probably have one of those things like we're, in front of the club where the dude, clicks off the little thing, lets you out.
Yeah.
Snaps it back in there.
Right. It lets you out. You just walk that way. There you go.
That's true. Well, anyway, that's what I didn't really have any good stories. I mean, the biggest thing for me was, when I first got in here in Wichita, I was walking through the security, and I'm trying to be very mindful. I know they're going to ask me to take my hat off, so I got the shoes off, I got the iPad out, I got everything in the thing, I got the stuff, I got everything in the box. I thought, hat off, and walk through. Thing goes off. I'm like, oh damn. Well, come back, Stu. And I walk through again. And she's like, are you sure? So now I'm doing the pat down. And of all things to forget, my cell phone is still on my hip. I thought. So that was it. Yes, that was it. I was an idiot. That was my idiot moment.
For a second there, I thought maybe you forgot you were carrying.
No. Oh, no.
That would have been really bad.
No. Knives, guns, no.
I didn't really think that's where it was going to go.
Yeah,
they would have tackled him to the ground.
That would have been over. Yeah, it'd be the Where is Dune show.
It'd be the Damon and Gators show.
That's right. Yeah, because Dune is on location, calling collect to try to get you to answer the phone.
Dude's going into the show with his one phone call.
That's right. Dudes!
See, here's the thing. Dude wouldn't call home to his wife. Dude would be calling Rico. Rico, how much money do we have left?
Yeah, do we have anything earmarked? For bail.
How's the Bitcoin mining going there?
Yes, that's right. How's that going? Here's my password. Can you please get my $2 out of Bitcoin and cash that in for me?
We be doing the NHB get Dune out of jail thon.
Yes.
Hey,
absolutely.
We did it for we did the Save Yohas.
I never thought about that. That'd be interesting. Would you pay money to get Dune out of jail? That's an interesting point.
Save Dune.
Save Dune. That's right.
Save Dune from a prison rape.
I'm gonna say, back when I was a little bigger, just give me the shudders just to think about it. It's kind of scary. We don't want to go there. But that was my one. There wasn't that much that happened. I mean, the second thing that really probably stood out, and it's not all that big of a deal, but kind of a dumbass moment of myself, which I'm a big enough person to admit when I do these things. I was pulling out in the rental car, and you know how it is. You got this car. You're not really don't know what's going on. You're dicking around with stuff in it because I'm a guy, because that's what we do. We fiddle with the knobs while we're trying to drive when we shouldn't be. We should be paying attention. Well, this driveway was a no right turn. You were supposed to turn left, but it wasn't real clear. And I found out why it wasn't real clear is because somebody had actually mowed down the no right turn sign. But I didn't see it. So what the deal is, I pulled up and stopped, and it kind of looked like I should go left. So I had my left turn blinker on, and I guess this bizacch behind me was mad because I stopped to actually look. So she honked her horn. Well, for whatever reason, I registered I'm going the wrong way. Maybe I'm supposed to go right. So I started to turn right, and luckily I looked down to notice that the stop lights were not facing me.
Oh.
So I stopped.
Bad side.
I stopped and cranked it real hard and went off to the left. And of course, she's all big-eyed behind me. I'm going like, that looked great. But the technical thing is this lady somewhere is telling the same story, and you know it doesn't sound like mine. But she's leaving out the part where she had to honk.
Yeah.
This idiot comes to a complete stop, blocking traffic.
Yes.
He's got his left blinker on, starts turning right into a one-way road the wrong way, and then corrects action. What the hell was wrong with this guy?
Yes, not that he was turning left and you honked because I wasn't going.
Idiot in the rental.
And you know those people, the ones that do that, they have to honk the horn because they think you've stopped too long and you've impeded their flow of traffic.
I love the ones who, if you don't step on that gas pedal the moment the light.
Well, that was it. That's kind of what this was.
Like, how dare you stop?
I had a situation.
You delayed me from getting my Haagen-Dazs by 0.2 seconds.
That's right.
Now the thing is, what is the acceptable amount of time before you do hit the horn? Because there have been times where
for me,
clearly the person has not seen the light.
That's a little different. When you can tell that they're looking down or not paying attention, that's a little different.
I'd say like 4 or 5 seconds.
Yeah.
Now,
which is an eternity when you're sitting there.
What if you're sitting there and there's a car between you and the car at the green light, and that car is not hitting their horn? Do you hit the horn?
No,
I
I
asked this
think
question
the
because
person
I
in front
haven't.
of you's taking care of it,
But if the person in front of you doesn't hit the horn, should you step in?
But think about it. 2 cars back, are they really going to know that's for you?
Probably not. Well, the worst thing that can happen, though, is the guy in front of you is Sloan.
Yeah.
And he immediately gets out and kicks your door in or something like that.
Here's where it go wrong. So I'm sitting at a left turn lane with a short green arrow. Light turns green. Car in front of the car in front of me is not turning. I'm starting to kind of lean my head like, what the hell's going on here? I'm reaching my hand towards the horn. I'm hesitating, going, should I? Should I not?
If you were back home, you wouldn't even have thought about it.
Before I make, I was home.
Oh, this is in New Jersey?
No, this was. Well, I'm home is.
Okay,
California
I'm
now.
thinking.
Oh,
I'm just thinking
Jersey.
I'm thinking there. I think
Jersey,
instincts would have taken
bets are
over.
up. No.
Yeah. There you're on the horn.
So
you just
before I can really make up my mind if I'm going to hit the horn or not, the car turns. Cop car.
Wow. Is it one of
a
those
cop
things where you
car
go
holding up the traffic? So I was kind of like, thank God I didn't hit the horn because even though that car was sitting there
that
way
right
too
there's
long.
got to make you feel pretty good. You're thinking my spidey sense worked on that one.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
That's pretty good.
Because I was like, my hand was reaching, and I stepped, and I went, should I? And then the cop car turned. It's like, no wonder the car in front of me wasn't doing anything about this.
Because the moment you hit that horn, that cop's going on. That license
No,
plate number
officer,
now.
you take all the time you need to
right.
turn left.
Wow.
You can have the whole green arrow to yourself. I'll just sit here and wait another cycle.
They're sitting there just having fun, going, waiting. Yeah, so one of those things. So there you go. That would be.
I got the power and you don't. Neener.
Well, the flip side of that coin is that whenever there's a cop on the highway, everyone around that cop is going slower than the cop wants to go. Because I mean, that nothing slows down
that's
traffic
the one thing I don't
like
do.
a cop car.
Yeah, I was going to say I am one of those people that I've pretty much. I mean, even the officers I've known as friends growing up. I mean, 3 or 4 mile an hour, they're not going to mess with you normally.
Right.
And if there's one going dead on the speed limit in the left hand lane, I will go around them. Or in the right lane, I will pass them. I'm not gonna be that guy. Just going to sit back. But, you don't go zipping past them, 5 or 10 miles an hour over either. I mean, come on, you have to be.
But, I can't help but wonder if there's ever, I'm sure all the time there's got to be a cop sitting there on the highway, bunch of traffic all around him. No one wants to, he's like, come on, people, move it. Yeah. I'm trying to get somewhere.
Yeah, go. We usually they'll move out of the way. Now, that's one thing I wouldn't do. If I would not block or impede the traffic.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Well, if
things,
it's heavy traffic anyway, if it starts it can start to bunch up around the cop car as well.
It does. Well, believe me, back when I had my ex-police car, it was like that a lot. That was one of kind of the fun things of driving it. You did get a lot of respect. I got a lot more respect in my Crown Vic than I ever got in my little Hyundai Accent. Let me tell you that.
Well, yeah.
Because I'm still convinced that my little Hyundai Accent enrages people. I don't know why. I just they don't like it. It's just it's Korean.
Yeah.
You know, it's small.
It's tiny.
Yeah, it's white.
They know you're getting better gas mileage than
Maybe
all the other cars
something like
around
that.
you.
And then when they really look at it this way, you know, this poor guy in the Hyundai Accent, you know, because it has no insulation, so it's, you know, it basically sounds like an aircraft carrier on the inside.
Right.
You know, I mean, at least I guess it's one of those things. You know, it runs, it drives, it has a working air conditioner. Life is good.
Well, that's good.
That's there.
Because I remember my buddy Steve had the Hyundai from 1989 with no air conditioning.
Oh. You know, it's amazing. It's amazing what standard equipment is now. That's one of the things it has to be. You know, that's one of the things about traveling. I get to drive these. Like I had a Ford Edge, which is like an SUV from Ford.
Right.
Very nice vehicle. Has the really cool backup camera, which kind of that's neat. I think that's one of the things. Like if I could have something, that would be the one thing. It'd be kind of nice to have.
Yeah,
to be able to see.
That's when every time you see a hot chick walking behind your car, you put your car in reverse just to engage.
I never thought about that. That'd come in handy at the airport. That's one thing at the airport. I was going to ask Johnny if he knows the same thing too. Not Johnny, when you traveled, did you? Oh, I guess you went to Dallas, so you were obviously in the Dallas airport.
Austin.
Oh,
Austin.
different. Okay, so you weren't. Never mind.
Austin, Dallas, they're practically the same
Texas.
place,
What the
right?
hell?
It's just all Texas.
It's all Texas. Well, I was just. Did you happen to notice an overabundance of women in hooker shoes? Seemed like a lot of them.
I don't tend to look at women's shoes.
Oh,
so,
stop!
I don't.
Johnny's focusing higher.
Well, I look at everything.
Yeah, exactly. I'm going up a little bit.
Well, especially the ones that they can tell they don't wear them very often because they're walking funny.
I don't notice these things.
You don't,
honestly. Like I said, a little bit higher again. That's where I'm looking.
Well, I'm not saying I go around staring at the floor. I'm just saying.
He's got the mirror on his shoes.
Oh,
I'm thinking we found out which one of us here has the foot fetish now.
No. Oh, God. See, this is what happens. This is
how it starts, dude.
This is how it starts. Next thing you know,
sorry,
you're
I honestly
you're an automation being clipped. But
I've honestly not been noticing.
Well, the whole thing is, you know, like they said years ago, you know, flying was a big thing where everybody dressed up for it. Well, I think there still are some people who dress up just for the wrong reasons. Maybe just me. I notice these things. There's nothing wrong with it. I'm just saying people looking, you know, nice on the airplane. There's nothing wrong with that.
Let's be honest. I really think that maybe if the women dress up, they get through the security line a lot faster.
Let me tell you this. I would rather see a pretty woman in hooker shoes than some dude with snaggle toes wearing flip-flops next to me. I don't need that.
Well, hey, I'll give you a little preview of an article I've got.
I don't want to go there. Yeah.
I have an article bookmarked for this coming up, Suburban Homeboys, Wednesdays, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
Whore!
Thank you.
Right.
I paused specifically for that. Article I thought was interesting, which is a first in a series that's starting of Confessions of a Fed-Up Flight Attendant, talking about the kind of hijinks she's run into. And yes, there will be nudity in this story, so you've got that to look forward to.
I didn't see, didn't have any of that.
No nudity on your plane.
No, not really.
That's
a
plus.
You know what? Only one crying baby, which was
good.
pretty amazing because usually you get at least 4 or 5 of those. I mean, that was it. Now I did get, you know, I did, and if anybody is friends with me on Facebook, I did post a picture that I did. I still don't understand. I mean, that they entice you in the lobby waiting for your airplane with a seat that's easily wide enough to accommodate a 300 to 400 pound human being. Mm-hmm. And as tall as you want them. I mean, these are huge. These seats are literally like 2.5, 3 feet wide. Maybe not 3 feet. I'm probably.
Well, not in first class.
No. I'm talking in the waiting area where you're waiting to get on the plane.
Oh, I see.
Those seats are way comfortable, very plush. I mean, you know, they're nice, suspended seats. There's lots of width there, lots of room. You're thinking, oh, this is great. And then they chauffeur me into this little bitty toy plane, which is, you know, it's got the 1 seat and the 2 seats. It's a little bitty. I mean, and then at one time the seat had a cushion.
Oh,
yeah. I think it's.
Come on, David, you don't
I'm not sure. I'm not sure when foam ceases being a cushion, but I'm thinking wherever, you know, that plane was like right there on the edge of it.
That might have been like owned by one of the Wright brothers at that.
It could have been, but not to. It was a Canadian Air jet, so maybe that's what it is. You know,
they don't believe in padding over there.
Yeah, they don't use. You know, that's just extra weight we don't need. But that was my flight from Grand Rapids to Dallas, which was like a 2-hour plus flight, and I mean, oh my God, that was bad. That was bad. So that was probably the worst. That was probably the worst part of the whole
trip.
trip.
Try a cross country flight. You know, I've spent 5 hours in an airplane. So,
wow. Now see, that's the whole thing. The guy next to me. You know, I rarely ever. That's the funny thing too. You ever notice you don't talk to people very. I don't. I mean, unless there's. This guy was kind of a chatty Cathy, so we were talking. We were talking because it's hard to. For one thing, you don't want to yell. You got to yell, you know. But we talked a little bit. I told him. I said it's flights like this that make me not want to go to Hawaii. You know, just because of that. Now,
2 hour is a short flight. Okay, I'm just saying.
By the way, I was asking my wife, and I don't know, but you are the man to ask. How long is the flight to Hawaii? How long does that take?
Oh, that was a number of hours. I'm trying to think. I think maybe around 4 or 5.
4 or 5, something like that.
Yeah,
but you're on a much bigger plane. Obviously, a lot more comfortable.
Well, the seats are still about the same size.
Well, not quite as small.
Many of those as they can.
Well, the whole thing, like my flight from Dallas to Wichita was actually on a larger. It was on an Airbus that had 3 seats and 3 seats, so it was a very comfortable plane.
That's usually what I fly on, a three seat plane.
Yeah, that was a very comfortable.
That was the padding.
No, it was great. That's what I'm saying. It was a newer plane, so it was very. It was newer. It actually has the screen in the back seat in front of you, which is kind of cool.
Here's the one caveat of the three seat plane is that I always get Kristen the seat she wants, the window seat. So I always sit in the middle.
Well, I did that too. That's one of the nice things. The person who actually does the flights asks for window seats, or I go and change them out online to get a window seat.
Yeah, you want to talk about flying hell. Now, I haven't done this yet, but I'm not looking forward to it. Flying with a guide dog, because you can't just sit anywhere. You know,
I don't know how that works in a case like that.
Well, I saw one person on one of my flights get on with a guide dog, but that person had a first class seat. So
yeah, see, because usually they try and claim that you can squeeze the dog down under the seat in front of you.
Ooh.
You know?
Yeah, right.
And yeah, I mean, you might be able to do that, but the dog is sitting here going, "Do you expect me to lie under this thing?"
Yeah.
And then the plane starts taking off, and the dog pops his head up, and you're trying to sit, and they because the people who flew home from Seeing Eye, it was a 40-minute trip down 287. But some of these people had to fly home, and they give you, extra bags to go, for in case this dog has to go, and they give you dog cookies to quiet him.
Are they the special dog cookies with the sedative in there?
Yeah,
Is that what
I'm thinking maybe a sedative.
Happy dog cookies. That's right.
I'm thinking, you check a dog as luggage. There you go. Just throw him in the bag drop there.
I would never.
Johnny,
I'm kidding.
Come on.
Kidding.
I feel bad for leaving my dog in his crate for 9 hours last night when I had to go play my band gig.
Hey, if a person can survive in the wheel well, I think a dog can handle the luggage compartment.
They do. Well, that's the whole thing is you have to wonder. I mean, especially if a dog hasn't flown before. I mean, being stuck.
Yeah, well, most dogs have.
Yeah,
I mean, they were born and
Have you talked? Do you keep track of anybody? I just wonder if you heard any stories of how that turned out, because that would be kind of.
No, nothing.
I've never seen a Seeing Eye dog, but back even when I flew a lot. But I mean, this particular flight, the one to Wichita, there was a lady that had a small, like a Yorkie or something. She had a very small dog.
Ugh, that doesn't even count.
Well, but I'm just saying that doesn't. You're right. You can.
I mean, look, me and you may disagree on this, but if my shit is bigger than the dog, if my dog shit is bigger than the dog itself, it's not a real dog. Okay.
Well, that's true. I mean, the Seeing Eye Dachshund would not work for you.
No,
they don't pay attention.
Maybe for a child.
They don't know stay.
Well, you'd have a pack of Seeing Eye Dachshunds.
Yeah, that's true. I never thought about that.
You put pulling Santa's sled on the ground.
At least one of them's pulling you in the right direction.
Yeah, you can
say which one.
Yeah, you don't know. That's the whole thing. You got to spin the lottery wheel on that one.
Yeah,
to figure out which one it is.
Like, to me, I don't. Those little ankle biter dogs. Just like, if I can kick the dog if the dog weighs under a pound, it's not a dog.
Oh, trust me, none of Dune's dogs are under a pound.
Well, all right, yeah, they might.
They're healthy.
Maybe they need to go on the active stuff.
Yes, they do. Yes,
Well, they have actually. As I
Yeah, that's
understand
true.
it. That's they get the bacon is.
Nice.
That's the problem, when Dune's eating the cheese, it's like, gotta dole it out, keep him quiet.
Yeah.
One of those things. Yeah.
Great. Their shit must be
I'm
interesting.
still convinced that the Asian lady next door feeds them jelly donuts when we're not at home. That's what I blame it on.
Oh, no.
And I guess if we come home and one of them's missing, then we'll really know that it was been true all this time.
Oh, hey, Dune, I just realized something we really should do today.
What's that?
I've completely forgot about this up to this point. I now have to find a file because we have to celebrate yesterday.
Yesterday?
Yesterday, yes.
Did
yesterday.
we miss something? Did we miss a big day?
Yeah, we missed a big day yesterday. If I could just find... Here we go. So we got to...
Let's all join in and make this day perfectly happy.
Uh-oh.
Come on now.
Because our very own B-Spot
B Spot
birthday yesterday.
Hey, I didn't realize that.
The question is he even listening?
Oh, probably not.
Well, see if Two Girls, One Cup is online on the Skype there and give that a call.
Probably not. Let's see here. Oh, let's try to use the... well, is that what he's under still?
He's under Two Girls, One Cup on Skype. So
Yep, actually, you know what?
Oh, there we go.
Call him...
we had to give him a call there.
There we go. Says it's working.
All right.
I don't hear anything, though.
I don't hear anything either.
Yeah, I don't hear anything either.
You hear, we know
Maybe
it's
it's trying to connect. Yeah, it's just doing the little light.
It's got to go all the way up to Canada there,
That's true.
The NSA stopped it at the
the NSA needs to make sure that we're.
I mean,
cool.
it shows online. It shows green. So it shows he's there.
Maybe he's on Skype with his, lover or whatever.
Still isn't. Well, I'm gonna hang up. I'm gonna try it again.
There we go.
Let's see if we can make a call again. Let's see. Yeah, because I haven't heard from him in quite some time. So
yeah, me neither.
Is he even still on staff?
Well, yeah,
as far as I know.
As far as we know, well, yeah, that's true.
I was gonna.
That's true. We don't know for sure.
That staff list must be as quiet as a
he's on staff as much as anyone else is.
Yeah, that's true. There we go. And plus, Damon, when you quit fighting it, and you understand it, you know that the song's out there now. People know.
Yeah.
People know. It's the Damon, his bad comeback song. That's it.
Don't hold your breath. Don't hold your breath.
And it says right here, NHB added 2 girls, 1 cup to the conversation. So no, I'm sorry. I guess now everybody knows who B Spot is. Yeah. All this time you've wondered who that was.
I'm just waiting for Gators to start blowing out passwords.
Yeah, there we go. Yeah. Oh, the password is password. Oh, shit.
Damn it.
No, that was Addie's password.
Oh, that's right. Addie's password was password.
NHB right now is just one of these things where it's like it's on autopilot, like at the end of the movie Airplane.
Yeah, it timed out. So
you got the inflatable autopilot.
It timed out. No
password.
Yeah, it hung up. Damn.
Oh well.
Oh well.
Oh well. That's what happens, I guess.
That's a shame.
All right. Well, we'll have to just finish my story.
No more
B
Spot.
Oh well.
Damn.
So, where we last left things off before the break was I was listening to the Quad God spell, and I noticed there was a guy who was credited for the Quad remix, and I'm like, I wonder who this guy is, and if he's floating around somewhere. So I did a Google search on this guy, and I found that there was a lawyer.
You have gone full stalker. You have.
Tell me you've never Googled someone curious what they're up to these days.
No.
What about some of your favorite musicians?
Okay.
Listen, even with girls, look, I have never done this. Even with girls that I would love to get back with.
Well, Damon, here.
No. That's creepy if you do it with people you know in real life. But it's not creepy
I
if you
see.
don't know.
I see.
It'd be much like if Johnny or I just happened to show up in the UK.
Right.
Now that'd be wrong. That'd be wrong.
Yeah.
See, I do not know what Mel's web presence
It was much
is,
like myself.
I've never Googled her name.
Yeah, last week before I left on my trip, we were talking about I was going to possibly go, say hi to Bill and his wife, and also Lisa lives in that same town. Well, I happen to know where Lisa works. It could be one of any 9 places. I thought,
Right.
would it be creepy to go to all of them to try to
that
find
would
her?
be a little-
And I thought,
Yeah.
that's creepy.
Yeah, no,
That's
but-
creepy, you know.
Yeah, but you
So-
did do
so
the
I
Google
decided-
search to how many locations there are.
I did. I
So,
went down, but that's just it. I thought, but didn't. I didn't cross. I didn't cross. Yeah, I didn't cross into.
See, you did Google search. I did Google search. Okay.
Okay,
So
you know what?
Right now we're on the same level.
Tomato. I'm with you.
See,
We're
I'm
cool.
above you all. I haven't done this.
You haven't done that. So
Okay. Okay. So I did a Google search on this guy, and I found out there's a lawyer with the same name. So I did a Google search on that guy and the word quadraphonic. And the guy with that name that has a winery shows up. An article about him and his winery, him and his partner in his winery, because he partnered with someone to buy this winery.
Mhm.
And it's a music-themed winery because he used to be a musician, plus involved in the music industry and, mixing and engineering. And he talks about how one of his wines is named quadraphonic. And the reason he named
I
it
have to ask. Do you have the whiteboard thing?
the whiteboard thing.
Yeah, like they use on
No.
CSI. That would be
This was just-
cool.
This was just a 10-minute Google search.
Okay.
This wasn't a, we're going
You're
to,
good.
this is, let's see what comes up. This isn't, I'm going to find this guy. Okay?
Well, it was
Okay.
also a clang. He did good.
All right. So I find this article. He's got a wine that he named quadraphonic, and in the article he mentions, well, yeah, I named this one quadraphonic because, I used to do some of the recording and the mixing for the King Biscuit Flower Hour, and I did the quad mixes there. And John Lennon heard some of my work doing quad mix and wanted me to do some quad mixes of his albums. So he used to call me the Quad Father because that was back when the Godfather was big. And so I'm like,
That's
okay.
cool.
All right, so he's got the same name. He's got this winery, and his name is credited on Godspill as doing the quad mix. So I find, the guy that does like the bookings is, the email address to book like a tasting or something like that is this guy's first name at the name of the winery.com because I go to the winery's website. So I'm like, oh my God, this guy's email address. This was real easy. 5 minutes, I had an email address for this guy because I read his name on the album cover. So I'm like,
All right, note to everybody out there, okay? This is how easy it is for someone to stalk you down.
Yes, absolutely.
now most famous people, they don't have a direct email address out there. You talk to their people, and their people decide if they're going to forward it on, which sometimes they do, sometimes they don't. Depends on,
Because of people like you.
Because now the captain's people is cool with sending the captain emails about quadraphonic sound. Well, they were. I think the next time that happens, they're probably going to just not forward it. But there's a first time for everything, and I think the captain's people have learned their lesson. Because I think there's an angry captain saying, "Don't you dare forward me stuff."
By the way,
I don't know. So I email this guy. I say, "Hi, I'm a fan of quadraphonic sound. I'm wondering, did you do the quad mix of Godspell? I'm trying to play this record. I'm having a heck of a time at it. I don't know. Maybe you have a backup copy or something on tape. Because some engineers keep tapes of their own stuff. They're not supposed to, but I just figure I drop this guy a line, and say hi, and he responds back and goes, "Nope, it wasn't me." Now I don't know what that means. I don't know if "Nope, that wasn't me. What the fuck you're talking about?" or "Nope, that wasn't me. I did quad mixes, but not that quad mix." So I responded back asking for clarification. Do you mean like I have the wrong guy, or you did? I'm like, let me explain how I came to randomly email you. Since you did respond to me. If he ignored me, I would have stopped right there. But when you respond, a response is an invitation to continue the conversation, is it not?
Yeah, sure, John. Yes.
If you say sup to someone and they say sups back, it's cool to continue.
Okay, you got it. Yeah, you got me there.
Okay.
Yeah,
all right. See, you're
trading sups is okay.
So I responded back and I said, "Oh, okay. I'm sorry if I got the wrong person. It's just that I noticed on the cover of the Quad album of Godspell you're credited as the engineer, and I found this article about your winery that said you used to do quad mixes. So I don't know. Do I have the wrong guy at the winery? I mean, maybe he's got a son with the same name that's Junior. I don't know.
Possible.
Or did you do quad mixes but you didn't do that one?" And he responded back and said, "Yeah, I'm the guy. I just don't remember all the mixes I did. I did a lot of work with the King Biscuit Flower Hour, though." And now, here's the thing. I actually have some conversions that some guy did from tapes of King Biscuit Flower Hour quad mixes. So I responded back saying, "Oh, that's really cool. I have some of those on DVD that float around out there. Good stuff, It's awesome. Hey, if you like talking quad, I'd love to chat sometime. Let me know. Sorry if I'm bothering you. thank you for responding to such a random email. And he wrote back and said, oh, I'd really love to get a copy of the Bee Gees Live at Carn Hall concert if you have that one. I don't have that one. And I responded back and said, no, I don't have that, but I have these. And he wrote back, I said, I'll keep an eye out. And he said, oh, thanks. So I think that was a successful exchange.
Well, I'm thinking you're on a mission now.
Yeah, I'm on a mission.
You have a quest. I'm guessing the next Google search you did had the letter B, was brought to you by the letter B and G.
At Carnegie Hall.
That's
yes.
right.
Yes.
That's right.
Yes, I did. No, I didn't find it. And I reached out to one of my friend quad collectors, the guy that has a lot of the King Biscuit Flower Hour tapes in his collection. He doesn't have that one. But he is willing to send me files of all the ones he does have.
I wonder if that one exists somewhere on the Big
I don't know. I never even heard of that one. You know, I've heard of the Bee Gees, but I've not heard of...
Well, I guess I never knew that they did any remix. I mean, King Biscuit Flower Hour to me was just something that played on Sunday night.
In the 70s, they were broadcast in quad, and if you played it through an SQ decoder, it would decode out into quad.
Wow. I guess I wasn't cool back then, I guess.
Oh, by the
you
way,
had
John,
the quad 8-track deck.
By the way, John, I'm just going to let you know, my song, not mixed in quad.
It's not mixed in quad?
But it could be. I know a guy who knows a guy.
Hey, yeah.
That's right. Just so you'll know.
Yeah, if Ian's still listening, we need the master tracks released.
No stems. Yeah, the stems have the effects already on them. I need to pan those out. So I need the multi-tracks. Better yet,
as they would say.
Better yet, if you had a session with the stereo mix all queued up, so all I had to do was pan things around. There we go. That would
be perfect. You do have the technology.
Why redo all the work that's already been done? You know.
It's some logic though, so you don't have to go Apple.
They make Logic for the PC, I think. I've had a version of that installed.
They do.
I think I had that installed at one point in time.
If they do, I haven't heard anything about
Logic Pro 9 for Windows 7 download. YouTube. It's a YouTube video how to download it illegally, I guess.
Whoa! Hey, that's alleged.
That's a backup copy.
All right,
let's go.
Let's go. Like backup excuse.
Yeah.
All right, let's go to kickass.to and do a search for Logic Windows. Here we go.
Listen, I can't even get. I'm not the owner of the master session. Okay.
Oh, here we go. Logic Pro for Windows 7, 64-bit.rar. There we go. Yeah.
There you go, Damon. Just think about quad goodness coming your way.
Right.
All you gotta do is listen. Just send Damon one of those creepy. Send him one of his emails.
I'll just send it over to Gators.
Yeah.
There we go.
That's right.
That would be awesome.
And Gators can hear my raw, unprocessed vocal.
I once sent an email to Stereo Lab asking how can I get my hands on your multi-track session so I can make 5.1 surround mixes for you. They didn't respond to that one. They also didn't get a second email. You see, all you had to do is not respond.
Well, at least you didn't. I was going to say you didn't go double creepy and do the old just in case you didn't get the first one.
Right.
You could also change new email address just in case they've
Hi, I swear I'm not the person that just wrote you 5 minutes ago about your quad.
That way you don't have to do select all proxy server.
But the reason Dune was saying that I admitted I had a problem is because, to be funny, I emailed Dune going, well, I emailed a guy. What was it? How did I word it? I basically worded it to the effect of not only did I email this guy, but then I corrected him and proved that he actually did do the work he forgot he did. I think I might have a problem. And Dune thought I meant the guy.
Well, when he said I think he had a problem, I was thinking maybe we're going to have a get Johnny out of jail card.
No, I meant I think I have a problem as in a joking manner.
Yes, and that was okay. Well, at least I care because I was going down the road of maybe having to fly to California.
Would that be one of these? We got to do the Save Quad telethon.
It could be
Save Quad. We should do a Save Quad telethon because the problem is that there was a lot of jackassery in the music industry, and so now we got quad mixes not approved by the artists
it almost
that want to bury
like
them.
A lot of them were just done after the fact. It almost sounds like done kind of
yeah,
thing,
they were done after the fact. They didn't always get the artist's approval or feedback or anything, and just put it out there. And so now there are some people that are bitter about these things and want to leave them buried in the past. They don't even want to bring them back out again. despite the fact that there are people out there that want them. You know, it's like, I get it. You don't like that mix, but I do.
Oh wow! You know what? Hey, you can't give up. You never know. I mean, you think about
keep at it.
Yeah, you never know. I mean, it's when the artists themselves are going, "Hey, can I get a copy of that?" Then you know you've done something.
Yeah, you know.
Or you're just supplying the final
evidence.
the final evidence they need to.
Yeah, right.
To come to your house and knock on your door and find out. Is this the man?
No, he lives at 224 Main Street.
Well, the winery is just a 3-hour drive from me, so I could take a day trip out to sample some of this quadraphonic wine and go, hey.
I never thought about it. Yeah, you walk in there and say, and especially if the guy goes, hey, somebody's wanting some of that quadraphonic wine, the guy's going to go, you have to wonder if he's going to put two and two together. The whole thing is,
where's the back door?
Or is he, is he still a burnout after all these years?
It's going to be one of those. Does he have that BG's quadraphonic record? Don't let him in.
I never thought about that.
I only want the BG's quad.
Like, dude, I want to buy a case of the quadraphonic wine. I got my Christmas shopping done now.
That's right. Can I get some? Well, that's true. I never thought about that.
You know that you're in love with quadraphonic when you're willing to drink quadraphonic wine.
It might be good.
Yeah, you never know.
See, next thing you know, in 20 years, we'll have the 5.1 surround wine.
Gosh, see, the whole thing is, I would almost buy you a bottle for the telethon, but I can't have it shipped here. It's that you can't ship wine to Kansas.
Let's have it shipped directly to me.
Can you do that there? Can that be done there?
Let's find out. You know what?
Because I know in Kansas you can have wine shipped, but it has to be shipped to a liquor store. Because like Woot, which I hear you hate, by the way. Now they're dead to you. For whatever reason.
Oh well, they once again, I clicked the buy it for the bag of crap,
which I didn't even know they had anymore. I didn't know they were still doing the bag of crap.
The thing is that I'm always logging in. I'm always checking the box to stay logged in. I'm always staying logged in. The moment they had the bag of crap up there and I clicked the button, you need to log in. And at the time I logged in, they basically had me in the if there's any left over, maybe we'll send you one line. And then it came back and said, nope, we don't have any. And I'm sick and tired of this fucking game with the bags of crap. So I told them to go fuck themselves. I'll probably still buy stuff from them though, because I don't stay angry I don't stay.
That's true.
You just that guy's angry. He'll buy shit from us again.
Well, see, I had no idea that all this time with these little mini Gators rants that were going on Twitter. I didn't really understand how the whole Twitter universe worked. that when that happened, when you put that pound sign in their Twitter name, that it actually went to them. I did not know that.
Oh, the at goes
sign.
to them. The hash is it. All right, bottle of quadraphonic wine, $28.
That's worth it.
Buy in bulk and save. Let's see, buy 12 or above.
Oh wait, I don't like you that much. Come on.
12 or above and get 15% off. They should give you a discount for buying 4. I'm thinking. They should. They should have the special quad.
Oh, I get it. Quad, graphonic, or
it comes in 4s.
Yeah.
So there we go.
So,
2011 quadraphonic.
So link me, please, if you would.
They should do that on the 4th day of every month. Remember, today it's Quattro de Cinco or something.
See, that's the bad thing. I'm afraid if I order it, they're going to think I'm the dude. That could be the case.
I don't know. I might have to just buy a bottle. Well, if you want to buy me the bottle for telethon, that's fine, but I might just buy it for telethon anyways. I don't know.
Well, and let's see. It's a cool bottle.
It is.
It's a picture of. Let me zoom in on that a little bit. Here, let me. I can put it up here so all the peeps at home. If I can remember how to do it. No, it's not it. This here. There we go. And screen share. There we go. There's a picture of it.
Oh, just for the record, ice cream truck driving by the apartment.
There we go. 3.3 pounds. Usually ships in 24 to 48 hours.
3.3 pounds. Quadraphonic, a predecessor to surround sound, used 4 speakers to engulf the listener in music. Our version uses 4 varietals to immerse the palate with elegant and inviting aromas. Predominantly Cabernet Sauvignon, the blend shows currant and cedar aromas bolstered by chocolatey Merlot, violent tinged Cabernet Franc, and earthy rich Syrah. On the mouth, the wine is full-bodied, balanced, and smooth with a lingering finish. Bronze medal.
Wow.
There we go.
So what, are you going to get drunk on that on the telethon, Gators?
I'm thinking so.
I'm thinking so.
I'm thinking a bottle of wine won't get me as drunk as a bottle of vodka. You know, I'm thinking this might be what I need to work my way down towards. I'll be telethon will be a wine event now.
Oh, now we're going to make NHB all sophisticated.
Now, the funny thing is, the picture on the front of the bottle of wine for the quad has 5 dudes on it.
Oh,
well, you have more than 4 instruments in the recording. Come on now, Dune.
This should have been the 5.1 wine. Or the 4. Here we go.
Well, the thing is, we got a dude playing the bass, dude on the sax, dude on the guitar, dude on drums. What's the guy in the back? Was he behind a piano, I guess? He must be behind a piano. I guess that's what that angled line is. That's like the piano lid. Okay,
Maybe.
so it's like a little jazz group, a little jazz quintet, doing a little quad mix, you know? Because you probably want the bass to be kind of in the front center and the drums panned out there, and then you can kind of spread the the piano, the guitar, and the sax around you in the back of the field, maybe. I don't know. Or maybe put the guitar in this. I'm kind of, I don't know.
Gators now getting into art interpretation. God, Gators, you're making this network too sophisticated.
I'm trying to mix the bottle for him, is what I'm doing. I'm thinking, how would I mix this little quintet here in quad?
My Lord.
So there you go. Actually, that's the same label he uses on all his wines. I'm seeing here. Because now we got the 2011 orchestration, the 2010 Cabernet Sauvignon,
and
the
yes,
2007 Syrah has the same label. So that's just his.
That's his
logo,
okay.
Trademark image.
Yeah.
Thingy.
Yeah.
2011 Quadraphonic.
Yeah, I guess it was a good year for quad.
It's pretty good.
Wow.
That is absolutely pretty. It's getting bought. We're doing it.
Oh my God!
I'm thinking so.
Dune's clicking away right now.
Gonna be, yes.
Make sure you don't send that to the work address now.
No. Yeah, I'll have to. I think I have your home address somewhere. If not, I'll get it.
There's plenty of time before the telethon's among us. So
I'll get that. Well, the whole thing is, I mean, if the sooner the better, because this way it has time to age.
That's true.
While it's sitting there, you know, it
well,
can be
it's still 2011.
Hopefully, it'll age better than some of the quadraphonic recordings.
Possibly. And will one bottle be enough? I don't know. I don't know. Maybe
go 2.
Maybe I'd get 2. I don't know. We'll see. Oh, it's kind of expensive.
Maybe you should get 4.
2 and 2. Because that's what I may have to do. I have to ship all 4 to Johnny and then have him ship 2 to me.
Can I do that?
Well, if they don't tell him what it is, I guess.
So you're asking me to?
No, I would not do that because that would be wrong.
That would be wrong.
That would be wrong. For the NSA that's listening out there, and we thank you for listening, by the way.
Keeping us safe from wine deliveries in Kansas.
That's right. We hope you've enjoyed the Dune and Bob Show.
Yeah.
And,
hey, if I could get away walking through airport security with my shoes on, I think I could send you some wine.
I'm thinking, so you are already there. That's what the deal is. You're halfway there. It's not a problem. Of course, they might be watching for you now. Here's that guy.
Yeah.
Here he comes. It's that dude again.
That quadraphonic guy who kept his shoes on.
Yep. Oh well, we'll see what happens. Well, coming up later tonight, I'm gonna be trying the new drink that I'll actually. It's not actually. You say new drink. It's just a foo-foo drink. There's no alcohol involved. I don't know if it even counts. Do you guys have Orange Julius? Have you ever had those somewhere? I don't know if that's a change. Well, they make a strawberry version. I've got a no-carb, low-carb version I'm going to try, and it's either going to suck or be really good. I don't know. We'll see.
It's going to suck.
Yeah. Well, the whole thing is there's no blue bottle involved.
Well, let me tell you, dude, you can get away with a like once every few weeks cheat. You can. This past Thursday, went out to the diner, got a spicy patty melt, and shared some of my wife's fries.
Well, that's the whole thing. I've been stuck in a rut, though. That's the whole thing. Is I haven't went up, but I haven't went down. So that's the whole
You want to
point.
go down a bit before you, and then if you start to go down, you don't want to ruin that momentum.
That's
So
what
you
it is.
You want to
That's what it
lose
is.
like 5 to 10 pounds before you. But you know what? You should every now and then you could do that where I'm going to go out, I'm going to have a nice meal, and then I'm going to go right back to doing
I
it.
think I kind of did like today. I went to Texas Roadhouse, had the barbecue chicken, which I scraped the barbecue off of. So I just had the chicken.
I should have kept that on there.
But I had ribs. I did have ribs.
Oh, okay. All right.
So there we go.
You got to cheat a little now and then to learn what you can get away with and how much you have to pay for getting away with it.
See, Damon, aren't you just so glad you don't have to deal with this crap?
I'm going to just... My diet is walking my dog.
I can get away with an occasional burger fries without, like, gaining off of it. It just slows down the loss for the next day, you know? But I could do the occasional burger fry. I don't often get the fries, but and I usually take the bun off. But every now and then I can go out and do the burger fry.
Okay. Well, Damon, while we got a couple of seconds left, when is the official outing of the song?
Tuesday. You could follow Damon F Music on Twitter or Damon F on Facebook. Website's coming.
There you go. So if people didn't get to hear, go back and hopefully in about an hour, I think it takes for the YouTube thing
Hopefully Tuesday. Tuesday. It's looking good.
Yeah, buy multiple copies in case you want to listen to it more than once.
If you buy 4, you can pan them to each speaker, and there's your quad mix.
Awesome.
Get out of my head.
And don't
Get
forget,
out of my head.
Wednesday, Johnny, 8 o'clock, be there.
Bye.
Yes.
Game over, man.
I'm glad that's over.
Man, that was awful.
Boy, I know. You know what I hated most? What? Everything stunk.
If I'm not back in 5 minutes, just wait longer.
Let's blow this joint.
It's time to blast off for Dreamland. Don't go away mad. Just go away.
Let's call it a day. Everybody, go home.
Good night, lady.
See you later, alligator.
Go in peace, sin no more. I'm out of here.
Now, run along and play with your little toys.
Oh, it just gets worse and worse.
Please come again.
I have exorcised the demon. This house is clear.
Not. We are leaving.
This tape will self-destruct in 5 seconds.
Boys, shoot the radio.